And so the whole first year that I was encountering these people after I started my podcast, I've tried and tried and tried to reach out to them, so they would say these mean things. So just to give you an example, I don't like quoting them because I don't want to give those messages a voice. If you are curious, you can go, I don't delete very many of the comments. You can see them on my comments of my YouTube channel if you want to see it. But mostly they're just saying things like, because they disagree with me, they say, you're going to hell, and you're not saved. God doesn't love you. Same kinds of stuff that my mom used to tell me. A lot of them are very petty and they're very shallow. And so they'll talk about the way I look. I have tattoos. And so, a lot of them zero in on that. Well, there's no tattoos in heaven. You obviously don't know Jesus. And I've got long straight hair. So evidently that means I'm a witch, all this crazy stuff. So that's just an example. Okay. It's just a lot of stuff that doesn't mean anything. So anyway, but I would try to reach out to them. So when they would lash out at me and they would post these mean comments, I would respond by, I'm so sorry you feel that way, but I forgive you. I love you with the love of Jesus. Can we talk about this? Why do you feel this way? I would try to reach out to them, and I did this for a year. So seriously, for hundreds and hundreds of these people, I tried to reach out to them. Now, normally they just wouldn't respond because these people are used to other people responding to them in kind, and, yelling at them back. And so I think it kind of blew their minds that somebody would be nice and they just didn't know what to do. And then others would respond, and we would engage, but they would seem to get madder. Like the nicer I would be to them, the madder they would get. And some of them would just kind of devolve into this cursing me out, And so once they got to that point, I just let it go. But of all the hundreds and hundreds of trolls that I've engaged over the past year and a half, less than a handful, I was actually able to engage with them long enough and lovingly enough that they would. What I was trying to do was to get their defenses down, to kind of break through those walls that were there for some reason, to try to talk to them. I care about these people. I was praying for them, And so less than a handful of times, maybe 4 people, I was able to have a longer discussion with them. A couple of them I actually prayed with eventually. I think that maybe at least 2 of them got some deliverance and some healing. So, but here's what I found out. When I was able to talk to them and find out what's wrong. Why do you act this way? Why do you feel this way? And here's what it was. 100% of the time, it was church wounds. Yeah, church wounds. So here's what happened. Either they had been going to one of these prophetic churches, because they were lashing out against the prophetic world, the gifts of the Holy Spirit. So either they had gone to one of these prophetic churches and they had gotten hurt by somebody, something, they would tell me their stories. Sometimes it didn't even have anything to do with the fact that it was a prophetic church, but, in their mind, they just kind of conflated all that together. And sometimes, other times it was that they had been listening to one of these online prophets and had really wanted to believe what they said and had ended up giving a big donation or something like that. And then they felt like they had gotten ripped off. Okay. And so they were mad about that, wanted to get revenge for that. So that was it 100% of the time. There was never anything else. So I guarantee you that almost every single time when you see these people that are lashing out against the Holy Spirit gifts or any trolls, anybody engaging that kind of behavior, it's always some kind of wound. It's always some hurt. Okay.